Welcome to Trophy Kids, presented by Bad News Media. It is Thursday, January 30th. We're opening the show in a little bit of a more somber mood, as everybody is now aware. On Sunday, we learned the tragic and devastating news that Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and 7 other passengers on his helicopter crashed into the side of a hill, or mountain, I guess. All did pass away. This, for me, and I think for many in the world, not just the sports world, but world in general, kind of got gut punched by this. It was a truly devastating and shocking loss. We all, I think, can feel can't feel the pain, but we can empathize with the Bryant's family and what they must be going through. Vanessa Bryant lost her husband, her daughter, the other families that lost their parents, sisters, fathers, mothers. Truly just horrific and tragic event all around. And one that people are still processing.
Yeah, agreed. Really, really sad. I was really bummed on Sunday, I tell you what, and even going into Monday and still today. I mean, I was never like a massive Kobe Bryant fan, but I mean, the guy's literally a global icon. He's a legend of the game. And I was kind of surprised on how bummed I was. I was like, oh man, like I was really upset about it. It really got me pretty upset. I'd say, honestly, it might be the most tragic celebrity death ever.
Yeah.
It's right up there. I mean, it's like, and just the shock of it all. I mean, it's like right up there with like John Lennon, but even like might be bigger. Like it's just the way that he went and the fact that he went with his daughter and then 7 others. I mean, one family lost 60% of their immediate family. I mean, it is probably the most tragic celebrity death ever. Because, usually you hear, someone, a celebrity overdosed, or this sounds awful, but they, suicide or something, but when it's just so out of nowhere, it's just really upsetting. Like at first I was thinking, who's like compares to something as tragic, and I was like Michael Jackson maybe, but then I was like, but was anyone really like, everyone knew Michael Jackson had these issues. I mean, it wasn't like the most shocking of news. Like the Kobe Bryant news was it was crazy. It was awful.
Yeah, you were the one who brought my attention to it. You texted me. I was just hanging out. And then I think I did what probably most people did, is I went onto the cesspool that is Twitter, because it's just the fastest way to get news. And it's also one of the worst ways, because as we saw, it's ugly here. Head come out. There were reports that all 4 daughters were on the plane. Then there was reports that Fox was on it. Just a truly disastrous way of handling a moment like this. I think a lot of people, journalists, TMZ, for example, who was accurate in all their reporting, but they broke the story even before Miss Bryant knew, which is just like heartbreaking at its core to learn, like for that way to learn that your daughter and husband have passed away. It was a true cesspool, and I was definitely sad and kind of in a funk on Sunday, and even today, like it still pops up in my mind, and I was thinking, I didn't know Kobe Bryant, and you don't have to know somebody to feel for the family, to empathize with their pain and to, really kind of feel that. But I was thinking, truly horrible stuff happens in the world every day. But when a moment like this happens, with Kobe Bryant, who was just such an icon. I mean, our generation grew up, every time we took a fadeaway or shot a paper ball into a trash can or really shot anything, we were screaming Kobe. Somebody who is so iconic and almost like superhero level. When they pass this way, it's so shocking, devastating, because you don't see it, and it kind of has us face the uncomfortable truth that this life is very fragile and can be gone in a moment. It is a true blessing to fall asleep each night and wake up the next day. And when this event when things like this happen in such a sudden fashion, I think part of that is we have to confront that. My mom used to tell me, every day you pass your birthday and you also pass your death day unknowingly, which is a very like morbid way to think about it, your birthday. But it drives home the point that this life is fleeting and this life is fragile. And Kobe Bryant, you can take a lesson from the way he lived life and in his death. He attacked it every single day. He took pride in a work ethic that he thought would inspire people, and it truly did. I mean, I would say if you have a goal, if you have a dream, take a lesson from Kobe. Hold that tight. Work at it vigorously and ferociously. Don't let it go. You might not end up being the Kobe Bryant of whatever that dream or goal is in your life, but if you attack it in the same way, it's going to mold you. It's going to change you. It's going to inspire other people. And by doing that, you can honor his legacy. I mean, our generation's still going to be the generation that yells Kobe, and someday the younger generation will ask, what does that mean? Why do you say that? And we'll tell them about the man that wore number 8 and 24, the one they called Black Mamba. And we'll tell them about the lessons that we learned, and his legacy will go on. But it is one of those things where it's truly tragic. And there's just, I don't know, there's enough words to really describe it. But one of our goals here, and there's no easy way to kind of transition and do a sports show with energy, but we're going to try, because one of our goals and dreams is to give you the best sports show out there, best sports podcast. And so we're going to get after it, but it's okay. I think take the lessons from Kobe, remember him, and just attack life the way he did. And that's the best way you can honor him.
Yeah, I agree.